Yeah. All right,
I don't
sorry.
have to bang the gavel, it's so quiet. Meeting will come to order, please. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act for this meeting have been satisfied. Would you please turn off electronic equipment if you haven't already done so, and we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor Becker,
Here.
Commissioner Amadeo,
Here.
Commissioner Blumberg.
For the record, Commissioner Blumberg is visiting colleges with his 2 daughters and is not present for tonight's meeting. Just wanted that for the record.
We have before us the minutes of our May 5th meetings. What is your pleasure?
I would like to move the minutes.
I second that motion.
Mayor Becker,
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo.
Yes.
We will now, I have a proclamation to present. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm presenting this to Dawn Paddock. And Dawn, come up there, and we'll, I think Dawn should.
Do you want me to take the picture? I'll take the picture.
John, do you want to get in the picture?
Sure.
Okay. This proclamation, whereas wellness is more than the absence of physical disease, it encompasses mental health, which includes social, emotional, self-worth, coping skills, and resiliency. And whereas prevention is an effective way to reduce the burden of mental illnesses, and whereas with early and effective treatment, those individuals with mental illness can recover and lead full, productive lives. And whereas a greater public awareness about mental illness can change negative attitudes and behaviors toward people with mental illness. And whereas stigma and fear of discrimination keep many who would benefit from mental health services from seeking help. And whereas the Mental Health Association in Atlantic County has been supporting individuals living with mental illness as well as family members of those living with mental illness for more than 5 decades. And whereas this local nonprofit agency is reaching community members through its programs, support groups, trainings, and classes in order to promote education and resiliency, as well as destigmatize mental illness. And whereas supporting people living with mental illness leads to stronger families, schools, neighborhoods, and communities. Therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim May 2016 as Mental Health Month in the City of Margate. We call upon the citizens, government agencies, public and private institutions, businesses, and school in New Jersey to recommit our community to increasing awareness and understanding of mental health, to the steps our citizens can take to protect their mental health, and the need for appropriate and accessible services for all people with mental illnesses at all stages, and especially before crisis. So I would like to take this to thank the City of Margate on the behalf of the Mental Health Association in Atlantic County, because we really do work hard every single day to reduce stigma, raise awareness, and give that recovery of hope. So thank you very much.
Dawn, thank you for everything you do. Thank you. We should get through this pretty easy, right?
Yeah, but everything has to do with money. So the only thing that doesn't is the one, so I have to read.
Okay.
I'll read what was-
Yeah. No, thank you. Okay.
We will now open public comment. You have 3 minutes. You may speak on any subject. State your name and address, please.
Good afternoon. My name is D. William Subin, S-U-B-I-N. I live at 7 Bayshore Court in Margate with my wife, Petey, who has authorized me to speak on her behalf as well tonight. And I'm mindful of my 3 minutes. We've lived there for over 45 years. I've been a member of the bar, the state of New Jersey, for even longer. I've read the decision of Judge Mendez. I am aware of the fact that in the past, this commission has felt obligated to listen to the voters with regard to the Dunes project. However, I believe that this commission has fulfilled its responsibility to the citizens. I believe the decision rendered by Judge Mendez will, in my humble opinion, not be overturned by any appellate division or Supreme Court decision. For that reason, I strongly urge that no further money be spent on behalf of the taxpayers of the city of Margate to challenge the state of New Jersey with regard to the dunes. I think the court has spoken loud and clear. I think you've received in the past good advice from your own solicitor. I believe that in reviewing everything that's been done, this commission has fulfilled its obligation to those who wanted to fight the state on the dunes, but I think the fight is over. It is time not to spend any more money of the taxpayers opposing the dunes, and what money would have been spent on further legal fees to fight the state should be devoted to what is needed for bolstering the bulkheads in the Bay Area, and I know the city is actively doing what is necessary. More money will obviously be needed to prevent damage and flooding in the Back Bay, and I think that's where our money should be spent. And I would strongly urge the city governing body to take that into consideration and do not waste any more of our taxpayers' money fighting the dunes. That decision has been clearly rendered by the state, and I think we should devote our attention to other means of controlling the flood-prone areas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Coach.
Anyone else? Public comment?
Sewell, 22 West Drive. I think it's important to realize that the dunes have been a cash cow for the dredging companies for decades upon decades. Tens of millions of dollars have been flushed down the toilet with no concrete long-term results. To allow them to come in and put these dunes in and expose the people of this town to replenishing those dunes when there's no federal money available, it's going to be mighty costly. I think there should be only one condition. If the Army Corps wants to put dunes in, let them put a master jetty at the end of Longport. Anything else is a total waste of money. However, changing the topic, Mental Health Month is very appropriate because, Mayor, your cohort has been around you too long. And he is under the impression, he's entitled to his own opinion, but like you, Mayor, you're not entitled to your own facts. Luckily, our Goomba Paisan Donato was willing to do the legwork to track down that infamous Assembly Bill 2120, attempting to repeal the canine census. You should take close attention to the people sponsoring this bill, all Scanlon and Coughlin. The mayor, if his mind is still functioning enough to recall the Reverend Coughlin, Father Coughlin out of Detroit, Michigan, anytime you see the name Coughlin, it should raise a red flag to you. And these two individuals They don't even have this bill out of committee. So the canine census is alive and well, and until it's repealed, we should enforce it rigorously, vigorously, and pull in a stream of money, a revenue stream. I gave the mayor numerous copies where it exceeds $100,000 annually. We're not collecting diddly squat now. And the mayor called Mr. Deeney's bluff, and he's willing to perform that canine census, provided for all those efforts, the funds go to the police department. I see nothing wrong with that, Mayor, nor should you, Mayor. So I strongly urge that we have this canine census, have the money inured to the benefit of the Margate Police Department.
15 seconds, John.
Where's your clock, Mayor?
Right there, John. Right there.
Okay. Sufficient?
Thank you, John. Anyone else? Public comment? Is there a motion to close public comment?
Anything you want to make a comment on?
Dr. Don Cratchman, 7603 Atlantic Avenue. I propose that, like other shore towns throughout New Jersey, that the speed limit on Atlantic Avenue be reduced to 25 miles an hour from Memorial Day until Labor Day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Crashman. Anyone else?
I'll make a motion to close public comment.
I second that.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeus?
Yes.
We will now do public comment on resolutions and ordinance if appropriate.
Sewell, 22 West Drive. An appropriate ordinance is ordinance 11-2016. Mayor, I have warned time and again that these handicap spots are popping up like mushrooms. And Margate's parking situation is really critical. The best analogy is trying to put 10 pounds of manure in a 5-pound bag. There simply isn't enough legal parking. And to have these spaces taken up on a yearly basis, when sometimes the people are only down for 10 weekends in the summer. I think it's unconscionable that we permit these permanent handicap spots to be made available. I think they should require stringent oversight. I think they should require a medical certificate for each and every year that they're up. Because otherwise, if you go in South Philly, you'll see that there are 1 million handicap signs every block, and there are handicap turf wars going on. I don't think we need this in Margate. Let's stop this practice before it gets out of hand. It's a mutant cottage industry.
John, it's based on case by case, and the chief designates the criteria, and 100% of the time it's very well warranted, and we have to help the candidates that are eligible for that.
It should have a yearly renewal with a medical certificate.
Listen, just before you proceed, I'll give you a little bit of a timeout. You chased everyone out of this room. The only one that's here is you.
That's fine.
Okay.
I want to have your undivided attention.
You got it.
Okay, let's go on to 83-2016 resolution. Once again, it's the inappropriate term. The proper term, once again, is semi-monthly, bi-weekly, and fortnightly. And there is a difference between bi-weekly and semi-monthly.
15 seconds, John. No.
Semi-monthly.
10 seconds, John.
Mayor, I'm aware of the time. You only have to say it once. 15 seconds will suffice.
5 seconds, John.
Other people want to speak.
I realize that, but I'm going to finish the point.
Thank you very much, John.
I'm not finished the point, Mayor. You interrupt 3 different times. There is a difference. Mayor, you're being interruptive. It might be a function of geriatrics, but I'm going to finish this thought, that there is a difference between semi-monthly and bi-weekly. Semi-monthly includes essentially 24 payments, whereas biweekly or fortnightly includes 26 payments yearly. But it's a question of, if the correct accounting term is semi-monthly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment? Is there a motion to close?
I'll make a motion to move out of public comment on
Second.
ordinances and resolutions.
Call the roll on that, Johanna?
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Go ahead, Johanna. It's all yours, bud.
Okay, I'd like a motion to introduce ordinance number 12-2016.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Motion for ordinance number 13-2016.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
I'd like a motion to adopt ordinance number 11-2016.
I'll make that motion.
I second that motion.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution 83-2016?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
May I have a motion for resolution 84-2016?
Make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Due to the correction, I would like a motion for resolution 85-2016.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
The correction was also inserted for resolution number 86-2016.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
I'd like a motion for resolution number 87-2016.
I'll move that resolution.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Motion for resolution 88-2016.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Resolution number 89-2016.
I'll move 89.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
A motion for resolution 90-2016.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
A motion for resolution 90-2016.
I'll move that resolution.
Second.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Are we going into executive session?
Do you want to go into executive session?
Do we need to?
I don't see any need to.
I don't either.
No.
Okay.
I do want to bring this up, though. The city administrator and I have looked over this, and Joanna,
Push my-
I certainly, and I understand about resolutions at the last minute. We're thinking about authorizing the property owner at Knight Avenue, because our next meeting's not for 3 weeks, to just make a motion to allow the mayor to sign this so they can replace the bulkhead where it is, and I can do a follow-up resolution for the next meeting if you feel appropriate, or at least have it in the minutes. Why have them lose, I don't know, what, 3 weeks or whatever?
Okay.
Yeah, the bulkhead is immediately adjacent. It's Mitchell
So
and Christie
we will
Hall.
add resolution number 90.
No, not a resolution. Well,
Okay.
You're right about that.
We're just going to do a motion
A
Do a
motion,
motion for this.
To accept.
to authorize the mayor to
Sign the
this.
DEP form to let them go forward and
Sign
make their
a form.
application. Because they can't make the application without the city of Margate agreeing. The bulkhead straddles the property line. It's mostly on beach
Okay.
property.
We're good.
okay.
You good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be... in the
I'll
minutes.
make that motion.
Okay.
And I'll support that motion by the
Mayor
mayor.
Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Is there a
Like that
motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make the motion to adjourn this
I
meeting.
second it.
Mayor Becker?
Yes.
Commissioner Amadeo?
Yes.
Hurry up to that party.
And no, it doesn't involve 2 cents. Right.
Thank you, Mayor.
John, that's a pleasure as always.